So fruit yourself.
Hey Fruit Bats, it's Frilly Banana Girl here. Welcome to another episode. So here I am in bed, just waking up for the day. I've got a few bananas. I have about 3 or 4 when I'm in bed, so breakfast in bed, and do a little bit of internet work and then get up, go for a ride. But before I head out the door, I'm going to put some washing on, and I'm using this laundry powder. It's eucalyptus, it's concentrated, clean conscious. It's really, really nice stuff. It smells great. It's a great cleaner. It actually works. You know, some of those natural ones don't seem to work. This really does. You only need a small amount as well. So in goes washing, time for a ride. Look at this nature. Look at the stream on the side. It's just so beautiful. I love riding around here. And you know what? It's not that busy either. You can get a little bit busy, but not too bad. People aren't too crazy on the road. And look at that cliff up there. And look at the sky. Seriously beautiful. Okay, so we got the end of the ride here. All the stats. So I did 21 Ks, a bit over an hour. I didn't get the first part of this ride because I couldn't work out how to use this, so I had it on pause for ages. And average speed was 20 K an hour, and I was just taking it easy. You know, was not trying to go really fast. Maximum speed 50 K an hour. 100 watts. This is all cool, isn't it? Torque effectiveness. There you go, folks. Torque effectiveness. Average cadence, maximum cadence. See, calories, again, only around 384, only around 4 bananas. 3.5 bananas. Okay, we have smoothies. Smoothie time, the usual smoothie. And I've been snacking on some of these figs. These are dried organic figs, and they're really, really yummy. These are good. You got to check inside before you get into them in case they have little bugs or something like that. So make sure you open them first. Don't just bite into them. Okay, time to blend. I did it a little bit milkier today because it's just yum. I love the frothiness, and of course there's no milk in there, but I just blended it on super high and put more water in. Makes all the difference. So I went and did some grocery shopping at my local organic shop, and as you can see there, I've got some coconut sugar, I've got some organic red chili flakes, I've got some pasta sauce, got some potatoes, about 10 kilos of potatoes, I'd say, quite a lot. So those pasta sauces are arrabbiata, fungi, and I've got some dried figs there. There they are there, organic figs. And we've got some apples, we've got some coriander, that's some jackfruit, organic dried jackfruit, super yummy. That's coconut sugar right there, coriander or cilantro, like you call it in America. We've got some lettuce, let us rejoice in the lettuce, and oranges. I've got about like 4 nets of oranges, I've got 2 boxes of bananas, and I've got rye flour wraps here, which I wouldn't usually get, but I'm like, hey, I'm going to give these a go. And I want you to really pay attention to the sodium level in these sort of things, in breads and wraps, because it can be super high. But this one was fine, so I thought I'd give it a go. But you've got to really keep an eye on the sodium level of foods because it can retain a lot of excess water weight on your body. I wanted to introduce you to one of the hottest grandmas on earth, I would say, Annette Larkins. If you haven't heard of her, she has been a high raw vegan for like nearly 30 years now. And she's inspiring people around the world. She's been on a number of different shows, including The Doctor's Show, where she speaks about like the long-term benefits she's experienced on a meat and dairy-free diet. So let's hear a little bit more about her story.
As people age, they try to find ways to preserve their appearance, and a Florida woman says she has found the fountain of youth.
News Channel 5's Tanya Rogers joins us now with this special report. Tanya?
Well, Jane, Hannah, and I have had several people ask me, how old is she? She is a grandmother, and she is eligible for a senior citizen discount. Her quest started because she wanted to feel healthy and have lots of energy, but she has reaped more benefits than she anticipated.
And here we have some ginger.
Annette Larkins shows off her garden in her Miami-Dade County backyard. It's full of fruits and vegetables. Every corner of her garden has something that is edible.
And I've been eating them, and they're so good.
She also collects rainwater to drink and water her plants. Annette says the food in her garden is her fountain of youth.
I'm very vibrant. I have lots of energy, as I told you before. I'm up at no later than 5:30 in the morning as a rule, and I'm ready to go.
Annette's husband owned a meat store in the 1960s. That's when she became a vegetarian. But as the years went by, she became a raw vegan. She does not eat any animal products. Her food is unprocessed and uncooked.
My diet consists of fruits, nuts, vegetables, and seeds. I do a lot of sprouting of seeds, and as you can see from my garden, of course, these are the raw foods that I eat.
Annette also juices fruits and veggies. You name it, she can juice it. Grapefruits, pineapples, even spinach. But not everyone in the Larkins family eats and drinks this way. Annette's husband of almost 54 years chose to continue to eat the way he did when they were first married.
I really wish I would have did what she's done.
Amos Larkin says people even wonder if Annette is his wife.
They'll ask me, what am I doing with a young girl? Or they'll say, you got your granddaughter with you, you know, and things like that, you know.
Amos takes prescription medicines daily for high blood pressure and diabetes. Annette says she doesn't even take an aspirin. Because friends and strangers kept asking her questions about her health and youthful appearance, she decided to publish 2 Journey to Health booklets, and she produced a DVD 12 years ago.
Discovery Channel, they took sections of the booklet and translated them into Spanish, which, by the way, is my second language.
So how old is this size 4 beauty? Annette just turned 70 years old.
This one lady who is my age, she said, was telling her friend that I used to tell them about eating and they wouldn't listen. And her reply was to that, or her response to that was, look at her now and look at us.
She's an amazing person, though. Oh, man. I mean, really, she do everything. Build computers. Oh, she's make all her own clothes, grow her own food, speak 3 languages. You know, it's amazing.
Now, Annette has been eating completely raw for 27 years. Now, we want to remind everyone, no matter how old you think she really looks, she changed her lifestyle to feel better and have a good quality of life. And her husband says, I wish I had done what she did. And I said, well, is it too late? He goes, yeah, it's too late for me.
She looks fantastic, but in this day and age, a lot of people asking you, has she had plastic surgery?
She hasn't. She said she hasn't had any plastic surgery. She said, but never say never. Because she said maybe when I'm 80 I might change my mind, but she hasn't had any plastic surgery. And it's really neat because he says she's so beautiful, and he says when he wants to get help when he goes to like the grocery store or something, he says, Annette, you walk in front of me because you get all the attention and then I'll be able to ask the questions.
Works out in his favor there.
And her kids, her 2 boys are in their 50s, early 50s. Yeah.
How was the orange juice? I saw you tasting it.
It was very good.
Good?
And she...
So pretty inspiring, hey? That's Annette Larkin's story. And some of you might be like, oh, she's just got good genetics, that's why she looks how she does. And, she's black, so her skin ages better. And I've got to say, I grew up wanting to be dark skinned because I just love dark skin so much. And yes, it may age better than, say, my own skin, which is fair and freckly. That's true. But at the same time, you have a look at her husband, who is also dark-skinned, but he didn't follow the same lifestyle as Annette. And you can see he is suffering from health problems and doesn't look youthful at all, whereas she looks youthful and she's very healthy. So it would be silly to say it's all just to do with her genetics. Annette's obviously looking after herself and she's reaping the benefits. She's having a lot of fruits and vegetables, a lot of living nutrition, and at the same time avoiding acid-forming foods like meat and dairy, which are obviously going to be more aging than fruits and vegetables. Something I did want to touch on though is when you get a low body fat, it doesn't matter what diet you're following, you're going to look older because you have less fat pushing out the skin, pushing out the wrinkles, and this can definitely make some people look older. So we do need to be realistic. And I remember when I first came to the raw vegan lifestyle, I thought that everyone was meant to look like some amazing beam of light. I had this unrealistic expectation. I didn't take into account people's past, where they were coming from, all the abuse they had put their body through for most of their life. And this, of course, always should be taken into account. But with that said, since being on a high fruit lifestyle for over 7.5 years, I've never had so many people tell me that I look younger than my 34 years. So that's definitely pretty cool and showing that this lifestyle is not aging me, sugar's not aging me and making me super old or anything like that. The beauty of this lifestyle is you don't have to age like most of the population does in the manner of, your body's breaking down, you're diseased, you're unhealthy, you feel lethargic, you're taking all this medication, you're having these hospital visits. Instead, you can make the most of your genetics instead of destroying your genetics. So for that's the video for today. If you feel inspired, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to go fruit or root yourself. See you soon.